Many still state that California never had slaves due to the outlaw of slavery and becoming known as a free state after joining the Union in 1850. For those who want to believe California upheld the Constitution as a slaveless state is either wrong or want to dismiss the fact that California not only had slaves, but participated in the brutal and worst human rights violation in history, known as chattel slavery. When white Southern slave owners fled to California to participate in the gold rush in 1848, they did not hesitate to bring the slaves along to do the work in the gold mines because we know they were not going to do the work. Although slavery was illegal in California, California did not stop slavery. The state of California, in fact, helped to maintain the enslavement of Black American slaves. Law enforcement, what we know today as the police and sheriff's department, would catch slaves and return them back to the slave owners. Regular citizens were even involved in catching and turning slaves into law enforcement, very similar to the accosting Black Americans experienced today by everyday citizens due to the same racism that existed during slavery, by those who are mostly white Anglo-Saxon. California's Fugitive Slave Act in 1852 made it possible for slaves to be sent back to slave states in the South. When freedmen, known as freed slaves, owned property in California, California legislators determined that they should not own property and stole it from them. Many of the building and housing owned by freedmen were torn down after California state officials had given away the property to white slave owners to put businesses and other infrastructure on them. All of the property theft hurt Black American freedmen and their descendants' ability to obtain generational wealth for generations to come. Then California moved to using eminent domain to seize the property of freedmen in the early 1900s. There's an extension of the practice that is taking place today in California and abroad, known as redlining, the refusal to approve mortgage loans for Black Americans to obtain housing in certain neighborhoods that are generally non-Black and unwelcoming to Black neighbors. California has admitted to the wrongdoings of slavery in California and has issued a public apology, but that will not repair the financial harm slavery has done for generations of Black American slaves and their descendants. California benefited from the free labor that foundational Black American slaves were forced into, and therefore reparations in the form of cash payments is crucial and the only way to make those repairs.